Bibliophools.
Boys back in town.
Harmonize with me. I'll go. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town.
The boys
are back
in
town.
That was really good. I think that was good.
I can't harmonize. I don't know how to do that.
It's
Despite having
tough.
been in several musicals.
What the hell?
Did you guys hear about that heist where there was these thieves that stole every porta potty in like a whole city?
How the fuck do you do that?
Yeah, the police say they have nothing to go on.
Damn right, they have nothing to go on. Wait, screw you, man. I was trying to adjust my settings, and you pull out one of the shittiest jokes of all time. Now that's a joke. That's a joke. That's
That
comedy.
was a shitty
Oh
joke.
boy,
I
a
knew-
shitty joke indeed.
I knew a homeless guy in Portland who kept telling me, dead serious, that he has his PhD in comedy. And he's like,
Wow.
you could never be as funny as me. There's nothing funny about that, Gary.
Already, Gary sounds pretty funny. Did he have any
Yeah.
good jokes?
No.
I would like to meet Gary.
I hope he's still alive. I doubt it.
Well, on
Did
that
you guys
somber
know
note,
that the dry erase board is the most remarkable invention?
Mac, you just looked that shit up.
because that's a marker pun. Okay.
Some one-liners.
Trying to beat
Wow.
Evan.
I'm not trying to beat Evan. I was just like, you know what? Let's do this for a second.
How do I make you guys bigger?
Oh, well, I've been trying to figure that out. Oh, there you go.
God damn it. We're the same.
Yeah.
That's comedy.
Let's jump in. Welcome to Bibliofools, everyone. I'm Evan Cannell. I'm joined today by Kyle Dunshee.
Hello.
Hi, Kyle. And Mikhail Rowe.
Hello.
Was I supposed to add on to that? Was I supposed to expand?
I think for content.
I got a haircut.
I also got a haircut.
What?
Oh, my
Yeah.
goodness.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh,
We're all
no.
looking fresh. We all look clean.
We shaved the lettuce.
Yep. I thought about getting a fade, and they said, we don't know how to do that. We're Great Clips. I said, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, they're not. Great Clips isn't the best.
But they are the cheapest, and they are the
that's
closest
like
to my
20 bucks,
house.
right?
25 plus tip.
There was
Not
this
so
one
bad.
time that my
Yeah.
mom was like, you need a haircut. And my mom made a lot of my styling decisions for a good, like the whole time, really, that I was at home. And she took me to a Sports Clips. It was my first time. So I walk in, I'm getting my haircut. I didn't realize she got like the deluxe package. So suddenly they're leading me back into this dim room. And they're like, put your head in this sink with a little bend in it. And then she's like rubbing my shoulders because that was a part of the deluxe package, which was like
yeah,
a
yeah,
shoulder
yeah.
rub and a
The
scalp
MVP.
massage.
And you're
Yeah.
like, it's finally happening. It's finally happening.
Is this what they do in the back of strip clubs?
He's like, did my mom send me to a brothel?
I was like,
Is this the
"Let's
best day
go."
of my life?
My mom hooking it up fat out here. I was like, what is this? I've
But it
never had
wasn't
a
actually
haircut
fun.
like this. Yeah. Well, we are the Bibliofools, us three. We branded ourselves that. You can just decide to be something, and that's what we decided to be. And this is the show where we read books, so you don't have to. We've done it again, predictably, as always, read a book, so you don't have to. Once again, because you're watching the Olympics, Alyssa Liu, that was amazing.
That was crazy. Oh, Amber and Ilya. Gosh darn, those guys.
The hell are you guys
Rough.
talking about?
Those blondes got dog walked.
Yeah.
It was tough to
Figure
see. The
skating.
Japanese are insane.
Boy, they're
F-
good. They're real good at that. There was a girl with stripy hair that won gold, and it's the first time since 2002. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, that girl. I thought the only one I've been aware of is the girl who grew up in America and then like is playing for China, and like everyone's up in
Oh,
arms.
a
or like,
turncoat?
yeah, she's like, oh yeah, traitor. They're calling her a traitor. I'm like,
Yeah. What's her name?
I-
Benedict Arnold, I thought.
Benedict. That's her real name.
Benedict Cumberbatch? I don't know.
Cumberbatch.
I don't think it's Benedict Cumberbatch. Something tells me he's not that good of an actor.
No.
Yeah, he's pretending to be a little Chinese woman who
That would
ran
be
away from
impressive.
America. So,
Yeah.
speaking of minefields, North Korea and South Korea, what's going on? What's going on between them? Is that DMZ still full of mines? I just watched Die Another Day. Terrible,
Ah.
terrible James Bond film. And the whole plot is that they use the power of the sun through a satellite to blow up the minefield in between North Korea and South Korea.
That's pretty
Oh.
dumb.
And James Bond has to stop it with Halle Berry. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. Every time I look away, it seems like he had an invisible car You went surfing. Anyways, there is a part where they're in the Antarctic, and I think they might play hockey. I'm not sure. What hockey?
Oh my goodness,
Nice
and look at that.
transition.
We're back, baby. This week's book is The Boys of Winter. So, not to be confused with The Boys on the Boat, another acclaimed Olympic novel. This is about the Miracle on Ice. You probably all know this story. The Miracle on Ice was a bunch of American amateur hockey players who beat the unstoppable Soviet hockey machine at the 1980 Olympics, and the whole country lost its mind. Potentially the whole world, except for the Soviet Union. They were pissed.
Well,
But
they might have
Wayne
lost their
Coffey,
mind in anger.
A different way. Yeah,
they did. They were not happy.
I'm sure.
Wayne Coffey's The Boys of Winter really isn't about the score. It's about a psychologically brilliant, deeply weird coach named Herb Brooks who got cut from the 1960 Olympic team, spent 20 years nursing that wound, and then assembled a roster of kids from frozen Minnesota border towns and tough Boston neighborhoods who couldn't even stand each other and made them into something no one thought was possible. Coffey takes you inside the locker room, behind the bench, and into the heads and lives of players on both sides of the ice to tell the stories behind the story of the greatest upset in sports history. You guys
Right.
seen Miracle?
When I was a little boy, I remember watching it with my family when I was really little.
So I didn't realize it. But I have read this book before.
No way.
We had
serious?
to read this book in college for student government. Our student government teacher, Terry Johnson, shout out Terry. He probably doesn't listen to this.
Shout out to you, Terry. Here's
Shout
to you.
out to you. Here's to you, Terry.
Hopefully Terry's still alive. But Terry was the man, and he made us read this and like another one about like tribes. And then we watched Miracle for all of our leadership class. So we'd be better leaders. So I've taken classes on leadership. I just didn't-
Wow.
Wow.
That explains
That
why you're
doesn't make
such
you
a leader.
Was the point of it like be like Kurt Russell's character, Herb Brooks, as a
Yeah,
leader? Because
It's
he
like,
was kind
yeah.
of
that's not the best takeaway.
But it's like how to like it's like managing personalities and
Okay.
like having people play to their like all the bits about like getting these guys to like play to the best of their ability. Like Herbert does do a great job of doing that. I'm surprised we
Yeah.
didn't do anything about Phil Jackson. I was like the triangle method is like right there. Why would we not have looked at that?
Yeah.
Terry? But
You're looking at one game that happened 30 years ago.
I mean it is an excellent example of like teamwork and leadership. So I'm like, I guess I get it.
Yeah. Also, absolutely impossible. Things like this happen in
Mhm.
sports, but the odds, even at that time, were next to absolutely nothing because they got dog walked right before this at the same Olympic Games. They'd played the Russians once before and they beat them 10-3. It's the same team. Like nothing fundamentally changed. It's just like, but they had the right pieces in place to make it possible. They had a sliver of a chance and then pull it off. I don't know. I watched Miracle again before I had enough context to understand why this was a big
Yeah.
deal. Now, with hindsight and understanding the Cold War a little bit better and where America was at in the 1980s, and then just how good this Russian team was, I'm like, okay, I see why this is a big deal.
It's Rocky 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
ice. It's
It's
Rocky,
Rocky
on
4
ice.
on ice with multiple guys.
It's Buster Douglas, dude. It's like we love an underdog.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Buster Douglas?
He's the guy that knocked out Mike Tyson for the first time.
Oh,
That's another cool one to watch.
thought
Did
his
you
name
guys
was Logan Paul.
watch? No.
He didn't knock out
no.
Mike Tyson. He just
He
he
just
just danced around a 60-year-old for 2 hours.
Yeah, he
for
put on
$5
$100 million
million.
play.
Yeah, best part of that fight was when we saw Mike Tyson's bare ass, basically.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
he just got up in the middle of the interview, he's like, I'm gonna tear him apart.
I'm gonna say- and then he made a Super Bowl commercial like, I was a big fat piece of shit. I was so fat, big piece of shit. And he's like, okay, Mike, calm down.
Mike
Mike Tyson.
Let him go home.
Yeah,
Seriously, just let him be. Damn it.
Yeah,
Like Shia LaBeouf, just let them roam.
No, well, don't let him roam. He'll headbutt you in the streets.
Just leave him alone.
Did you watch this game?
No.
No, I wish I did instead of reading the book, though.
Okay. So, all right, a little preview into what Kyle thought about this
There we
book
go.
there. I did because I wasn't understanding the book, and then I watched it, and then I liked the book a lot more because it's like you're
Maybe I didn't
getting
do that.
the game. Yeah, like premise of this book, we start the game, and then we're doing the game the whole book. I thought they were going to do the game and then go back and do like profiles and bios and how did we all get here? But it's like the whole book is the game, and then it's like, and then somebody, McClanahan takes the puck. Where did McClanahan grow up. What was his dad like?
What's his
And
favorite
then-
color?
Yeah.
And then we learn all about that.
And then we're back in the game. It was very hard to keep track of until I'd seen it, and then I was like, "Oh, that's this part." It was good. I
Yeah.
recommend watching again.
Is it on
Sounds like-
YouTube? It's probably on YouTube.
Yeah.
Everything's on YouTube. My birth is on YouTube. Probably.
Are you kidding me?
Jeez.
I don't know. Everything's on YouTube, man.
Look it
You
up.
look
It might
hard
be.
enough. It might be in there.
Except for, never mind. I don't want to talk about the Epstein files. We don't have to.
Oh, they're on there.
Oh, really? On YouTube, you can just search.
Yeah,
Oh, geez.
there's a guy who just acts out all of the email. It's a one-man
nice.
show. Yeah. I'm writing it.
gross.
It's fine. It's
Incredible.
written already, but yeah.
Let's dive in to Herb Brooks.
Yeah, didn't like
Or
this
not.
book. Evan, why'd you pick this?
Seriously, why'd you pick
Yeah,
it?
I picked this because I actually do like hockey, but I don't understand it very well, or I didn't. And I thought, why not get to know hockey? I lived in St. Louis when the Blues won the Stanley Cup, and that was another like big upset. They were like the worst in the preseason, and then they made some changes and then won the Stanley Cup. And so everybody was freaking out. And I was watching games and I was like, I don't understand what's going on. And now I get it more. So there we go. Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
They did.
Hopefully there's a chance for the Mammoth.
Yeah,
The
Utah.
Utah Mammoth.
Oh, the Utah hockey team.
We have a hockey team now. It's a big deal. I now have hockey memorabilia. I like hockey a lot now.
Now you're a hockey guy.
I'm a hockey guy. I think I've always been a hockey guy. I just didn't know it.
That's how it is.
When you find out.
With hockey, yeah. It's a party.
Either of you
Yeah.
ever played hockey?
Not on ice. I've played a decent amount of backyard hockey on rollerblades, and it's fun as hell. It's stupid fun.
You rollerblade hockey?
Yeah, it's just not on ice. You get rollerblades, and you get a puck, and you get a stick, and you go outside, and you set up a net. Do I really need to explain this?
Yeah, and then what?
Like Wayne's World? And then what do you do
Yeah,
with the
like
net?
exactly like Wayne's World. It's Wayne's World. Every time a car comes by,
Nice.
you go, car.
But you
Exactly.
lived on Bountiful Boulevard. That was like impossible. Okay.
Yeah, we
it's a lot
said
of
car
hills.
a lot.
One team is going down the hill,
Yeah.
and they're not coming back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, speaking of Wayne Coffey, the author, grew up on Long Island, dreaming of replacing Mickey Mantle in the Yankee outfield. He was a center fielder who once ran a 4.5 second 40-yard dash and swore he could beat out any infield grounder. But that plan didn't work. He did not play in the MLB. But he turned to sports writing instead. After graduating from Binghamton University with a degree in history and philosophy, Coffey got his teeth at the Associated Press Bureau in Cleveland before landing at the New York Daily News, where he became the paper's principal sports feature writer, covered 12 Olympics. That's a lot of Olympics. And
a lot.
earned 3 Pulitzer Prize nominations. He has since authored or co-authored more than 30 books, 5 of them New York Times bestsellers, ghostwriting several athlete memoirs. His LinkedIn bio summarizes his approach to research and writing, which is like, that's where you put who you are as a person. That LinkedIn bio, it's got to say it
Yeah.
all. His
Just like
says,
Fernando Mendoza.
Who's that?
what's
He's
his
the guy who
LinkedIn
won-
bio?
He updated his LinkedIn bio. Like he won the Heisman and then he won the national championship. And then the next day his LinkedIn bio was updated with both of those things.
Nice.
He's ready to work.
As it should be.
Priorities. Incredible. Well, his Wayne Coffey says, big believer in asking one more question. I like underdogs and loathe exclamation points. That instinct for the extra question, for the underdog, defines the boys of winter. Coffey spent hundreds of hours interviewing every player he could find, traveled to their hometowns, sat in their kitchens, and unearthed the private stories behind a moment the whole country thought it already knew everything about.
It's a very in-depth book, and it's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's get it out of the way. What'd you guys think of it? I'm feeling like didn't like it energy from both of you. Am I reading it right?
Yes.
I'll be honest. When I realized I had already read it, I turned it
called
off.
it good.
I was like, that's good. That's enough.
I thought it was fine, but once I realized it was just like basically a play-by-play of the game with some additional context, I'm like, I'll just watch the game. And then I didn't get around to doing that either. And I wanted to like this book a lot. But I don't know. It didn't hit for me. Maybe I'm not a huge sports guy. Maybe not. I'm not the greatest athlete of all time. Sue me.
You're not?
Might come as a surprise, but no, I am not. I
What
never
is
won
he?
the football bowl or the Heisman or any trophies. I have 0 trophies in my room.
Not
No,
a
I see it.
trophy.
There's a
to be
trophy back
found?
there. Does that
That's
count
a
as
Lego set.
It's not a trophy.
It's a Lord of the Rings Lego set. That's not a trophy.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's
Council
not a
of
trophy,
Elrond. Okay, that's when they
The
figured out
Council of
what.
Elrond, you
It was a
stupid
very
bitch.
very secret council. Nobody knew about this council. Okay,
Yeah.
decided the fate of the universe.
Yeah, why am I talking like that, too?
I don't know.
Where the hell did that voice come from?
I don't know.
It came from deep within you.
This book was whatever. I think some people will really like it. I think some people will think it's okay. I doubt anyone will think it's bad unless you don't know how to read.
It's not bad. It falls in the category that I have coined of I could have just read a Wikipedia post.
Yeah, totally. The best part about this book was listening to my boy Kirby Hayborn narrate. Oh, that
That's
was
right.
sweet.
Who's Kirby Hayborn?
Explain to us who is Kirby Hayborn,
Kirby
Kyle.
Hayborn is Mormon royalty. He's
There's
the belle of the
royalty?
ball.
There's Mormon royalty? I thought that was just like the Osmonds.
No, there's actual Mormon royalty who can I don't want to get into that. But then there's Kirby Hayborn who was just in all the Mormon movies that got kind of popular. So if you grew up Mormon, you saw him on your screen a lot, being vaguely funny, and he's a nice guy. And the joke
Those
is that
movies are unwatchable, to be clear.
one of them is not. One of them is.
We're talking about Sons of Provo.
Sons
right?
of Provo is amazing.
That's true genius. I do believe.
I remember
And
you
Kirby's
guys
in
telling
that
me
one.
about that, and I never and will not.
I'm just saying, maybe one day, if you're feeling chaotic, just give it a little spin.
It's
from
so
my
dumb.
being totally out of the church, I'm like, this is still gold.
That movie slaps. We went to an improv show once, and one of the Sons of
true.
Provo was there, and Evan kept making calls trying to get that guy up on stage, and he was not having it.
Yeah,
happened?
they yelled at me. They were
Yeah.
like, "Stop! It's okay for him to just go to a show in Utah without everybody. Like everywhere he goes, people are like, "You're Danny from Sons of Provo. Stop!"
They got so mad at Evan, and
They
Evan was
really
like, "I
let me
just want him
have
to
it.
go on stage."
What was I there?
You were probably
I
there.
think you were there.
I
He
have
was
no
wearing a
idea.
leather jacket. He looked tough.
What
as
a
He
hell.
looked jacked too. He was with
He's
a beautiful
guy.
woman. Like
What a
Danny from
douche.
Sons of Provo's
Oh,
killing it.
I'm too famous. Move out of YouTube.
Well, there's gonna be some kid yelling your name.
Yeah, that's like asking to go somewhere and then being like where people are gonna bother you and then being like, what? It's like
Yeah.
Shaun White going to Breckenridge and being like, these guys keep wanting to ride the lift with me. It's like,
Yeah, it's like
Sean,
Yeah.
you're Shaun White, you stupid idiot.
this is where they like you.
This is where they like you. You're not going to go to a soccer game. No one's going to give a shit about you at a soccer game, Sean. So anyway, Kirby Hayborn, he narrated the book. We got a lot
did.
more to get to.
Incredible. Well, the story begins at a funeral.
Bummer.
Herb Brooks, the brilliant, intense coach who turned 20 college kids into Olympic gold medalists, is dead at 66, killed in a rollover on
This is
a
why
Minnesota highway.
It's okay to be afraid of cars. Just saying.
Yeah, it's an irrational fear. We get in rocket ships every day and go 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Most of the time it goes fine.
And everyone wants to get mad at me when I don't want to drive on the freeway. It's like, look it up.
Google it,
You-
nerd.
Yeah.
Well, at the Cathedral of St. Paul, 2,500 mourners gather, and for the first time since the night they shocked the world, the entire 1980 team is back together. From there, Coffey rewinds to show us how Brooks got the job that nobody wanted him to have, how he chose his players not just for talent, but for psychology, and how he spent 5 grueling months welding a team out of regional rivals who once brawled in an NCAA semifinal by making himself the one thing they all hated more than each other.
Common enemy. Herb was smart. I liked Herb a lot in this book. And 5 months is not that long. Here's
No, it's
another
kinda crazy.
question. Yeah, why? What was the deal? NHL players didn't want to. Why were they not on the U.S. team? Was it looked
Because
down upon, or what was?
it's an amateur. The Olympics is for amateurs only. If you're professional, you're not allowed.
Okay, well, explain the dream team. How does that work? And like Jordan and explain.
McKylan, over to you.
Yeah,
I don't know shit about shit. I don't know.
I don't fucking know. I didn't know there was amateurs only until right now.
yeah, that doesn't make sense because we had Michael Jordan and John Stockton. Like,
I don't
Yeah.
think paid athletes can go to the Olympics. Am I wrong about that?
I
I'm
went-
Googling it.
To the Olympics with a paid athlete last
Oh.
year.
I
Yeah.
thought you were going to say you were a paid athlete in the Olympics, and I was like,
No, no,
you
no.
weren't.
I stood
Stop
behind one.
lying.
And I wore her gold medal like a badge of honor.
You've
you really?
won an Olympic gold medal.
that's
Oh,
neat
yeah.
as hell, dude.
Do I
Did
have
it
that
fall
picture?
apart?
No, I bid it. I bid it a bunch, and then I
Did
was
you
like,
really?
I was like, I've been wearing this for too long.
I'd be so pissed if I won a gold medal and then someone else started biting it. I'd be like, no, you didn't do anything.
What are
are
you
you
going to
gonna-
do? Uh, in the late 1980s, they changed this, and every sport sort of makes its own rules. So at this time, no professionals allowed. We're all right.
Okay, that makes sense because I'm like, why are they getting college kids to compete when we have an NHL league? But now that makes sense, and that makes it even more heartwarming. Back to the book, please. Thank you for answering
Yeah,
my question.
Yeah, this
yeah,
book is
not the
boring. I
build.
like every time we go back into it, I'm like, I don't give a shit.
That's the
Uh,
problem. Is this book is boring, and it's about one of like the coolest events in sports
just
history, but
watch
it's
Miracle.
boring.
Like, I don't. We can give you the okay. It's
Let's
fucking.
talk about Herb Brooks. Let's try and make
I
let's
like
let's,
Herb.
let's make it
I
interesting.
like
Let's
We'll
Herb.
you
do.
know
We'll
what?
do
This
our
is what we're
job.
gonna do. We're going to make this book interesting. If it's the last thing we do. Okay, let's start with Herb Brooks. He goes to Chinatown. Now he has a gun that he never has to reload, no matter how many times he swims underwater with it. There's some wizards in Chinatown. Their fingernails keep growing really long while they're shooting lightning all over the place. Kurt Russell has to keep talking into the intercom because he's hauling ass. That's what his mud flaps say on his truck. And there's
That's a
big
movie,
trouble.
dude.
There is
That's
big trouble.
Well,
I
it
would.
is Little
Well,
China.
yep. Chinatown's awesome.
Yeah, but after that, he was the coach. So Herb Brooks, head coach, difficult man, to say the least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it makes sense because he's like, how do I get all these boys to like each other? They must hate me. They must hate me so damn bad. And you know what? And he did it. And guess what? They all showed up at his funeral. So that's pretty neat.
Yep, they hated him so much that they loved him, which I
Yeah.
think that is a good maybe the mark of a good leader, but potentially
Maybe.
he
I
just made
guess,
him
but it's
run.
he just like abused them
Yeah,
essentially, and he
That's the
just was
part.
really mean and played psychological games with them so that they would hate him,
yeah.
and then I guess the Russians got tired from being so good that these people could we could let hate win for 1 year.
Yeah, I guess so.
But psychological games like he tried to keep it unpredictable. So if they were feeling down, he'd give them like a really rousing speech and tell them all they were doing a good job. And then if they were feeling good, it was like, suddenly he's yelling at people and telling them like, calling them candy ass and all kinds of mean names and then
That's
making
so
them
mean. Candy
run.
ass. So mean.
It's really mean. But I've
I
been
have a
saying
man
it.
ass, not a candy ass.
It's
This isn't sweet. This is savory. I got a savory ass. This is a piece of steak, not a piece of sweet tart. Not a
Yeah.
sweet
prime
tart.
rib ass.
I got a prime rib ass. Ain't no Twizzlers back here.
Nope.
Ain't no Twizzlers back
If
here.
you can't tell, if you really wanted to learn about this book, you're gonna have a
I'm
hell of
sorry.
a time.
I'm trying to
today.
focus on the book. I'm trying to let's get in.
I can't focus. I was staring at the words, and I just drifted off into this bit about
Okay, so we
candy
got-
ass.
So we got
The
that
book's
was
a fucking dud. It's very inspiring, and the story is inspiring. Read a Wikipedia. Go and
I think
just
we're-
listen to this episode, and hopefully you'll get enough information. It was such
Okay.
a boring. Fucking
We're gonna
book.
get through this.
we're gonna
We
get through
are.
this. So Herb makes everyone hate him, and that's how they win. What else is there?
Okay,
He
Kyle's
was a
done
very
with this
he's
bullet
a very
point.
he's a very passionate gardener.
That's what
and
that was the
he-
most
and he
interesting
knew
part.
Every shrub by its Latin name.
Yeah, that was the most interesting part to me. I'm like, talk more about plants.
No.
What plants Latin names can you name, Kyle? You got any
Yeah.
Latin plant names like locked up, ready to go?
Yeah, my favorite, penis flytrap.
Uh huh. Is that Latin?
That's Latin.
It's Latin for. Guess
What's it
what it's
Latin
Latin for? I'm not gonna tell
vagina.
you. You look it up.
Somebody
Um,
look that up.
No, I don't know that many Latin names.
I got some fungi.
You know
bet
some
you do.
fungi?
I bet
Yeah.
you do.
Like
Yeah, I got, like-
psilocybin.
I got like Psilocybe cubensis.
I took Latin in high school because I wanted to meet Dominican chicks.
Okay, we don't have to talk about fungus. Walter Bush.
We're just
Okay,
blowing
never
past
mind.
wanting to know Dominican chicks.
I stole that joke directly from a TV show I watched last night. Hey,
Oh,
watch the new show, The Fallen Rise of Reggie Dinks with Tracy Morgan and Daniel Radcliffe. That show was
Ooh.
awesome.
I
Did
do
you-
like
was it
to
good?
find out. I
Yeah, I
like.
loved it. I laughed
I
my
like
ass
them.
off.
Amazing.
They're funny.
Okay, this is why they
Back
had
to
to
hockey.
back to hockey. The Russians, this is what happened. Russians threw a giant revolution. The Bolsheviks, which sounds close enough to bullshit that I laughed every time in high
Mm.
school. Anyways, the Bolshevik revolution, now they're communists, and they were like, we don't care for sports or what the rest of the world is doing. Then World War II happened, post-war Soviet Russia, not doing good. And they're like, you know what, we kind of have to do stuff with the rest of the world because we are imploding. So they start doing trade and they invade Afghanistan because they need oil because theirs is not doing great. And that's right where we're at. But they were like, okay, how do we gain superiority over everybody else and kind of show them? Well, we play on the symbolic battlefield of sports. So they kind of reinvented their own style of every sport, hockey being no exception. So before there was pump and dump. Nope. Dump and chase. Pump and dump is a finance thing. Dump and chase.
I thought pump and dump was the thing you did at the lake when we went camping one time.
Wait, what did you think pump and dump was? I'm fascinated by this.
You pump your legs real quick, and then you go take a dump. He's like,
what?
What?
You pump your legs real quick, like you're getting ready
No, I
for
heard
something.
You're saying
and
that
then
like
you
it
jump
means
into the
something.
lake while you take a dump midair.
You're making this up right now, right?
It's a pump and dump. You've never done a pump and dump?
Oh, I thought a pump and dump was when you were like going on a date and you want to be clear-headed for the date. I didn't do this. This is a thing I heard of.
Oh, yes, of course.
Of course. And you jerk off before you go on the date, so that way you do a little quick pump and dump so you're clear-headed.
No, that's foul. It's when you pump your legs and shit into a lake midair. Oh my gosh.
What are you talking about? Pump your legs. Are you like?
Have you ever been
doing
on a swing,
squats and then
Kylan?
jumping?
Yeah, it's just like a lot of squats, so you can get more air time. Then you
Doesn't that
jump
make
in
you
the lake.
tired when you jump?
But that's why you pump first to get the adrenaline going.
This is not real. You can't convince us this is real. You've never done this.
No, I've seen people do it.
Who? When? Give us dates and times.
No, I
Evan
don't want to know.
did it.
I let it be a mystery. My goodness. Well, dump and chase is a type of hockey where you just kind of huck the puck down the ice, the rink, and then everybody chases it and then gets to it. Well, the Soviets didn't play that way. They were like real surgical with it. So they were keeping control of the puck and doing short passes to each other, and nobody knew how to handle that.
Huck the puck is what you were talking about, McKylan, what you do before a date.
Huck the puck.
Is huck the puck?
That's called huck the puck.
Well, no, huck the puck
I
is
love
actually
hockey,
that's
apparently.
actually what you do when you go and you jump off of a boat while it's moving. You take a shit in the air before you land in the lake.
Did
Oh,
we
yeah.
get them confused? Oh
That's
my
hucking the
gosh.
puck because the puck poop. You're hucking the
Dump
poop's
is
flying
poop.
out of you. Anything
I'm
can
so
be
mad
poop
right
if you
now.
try really hard.
If somebody tells you to buy a crypto that you've never heard of before and it's like a small thing and it sounds like a joke, what's
they're gonna
happening to
pump and dump
you?
you?
You're getting pump and dumped because they're trying to pump it up and then they're going to pull the rug on everybody.
Okay,
Like the
no,
Hak
pump and
Tua.
dump for real is when you work out really hard and then you go to the bathroom and it's what wrestlers do.
Yeah, so that way you can cut
Wait.
weight.
So you can cut
Oh.
weight.
Yeah.
Or it's what you do when you fill up your car with gas and then you open the gas tank and let the gas fall out and then you light it on fire so that way you can stop the bad guys from getting you. And it's
Yeah.
a diversion. And I was never even in the car.
Yeah.
You were sitting in the car the whole time.
I was never
I'm
even in
so
the car.
sorry.
I'm over here.
Genuinely sorry. So yeah, the Soviets, they have this really interesting way. And if you're like, oh, the Soviets, they're like the elite athletes, they're probably treated really well. It's like, no, they're not.
We're going to make it, boys. We're going to make it.
No, we're not. We're on like bullet point 4.
This is a miracle on air is what's happening right now. We're going to get through.
Can we just jump into the first period?
No.
You want to talk about your first period?
Oh,
Be my guest.
Kyle, you're not supposed to have those, buddy.
You
I
don't
guess-
know, Mike.
This is a safe space.
I want to talk about Russians. I want to talk about ice skating.
Well, 13 days before the biggest game of their lives, the Americans got annihilated 10-3 by the Soviets at Madison Square Garden. And their own trainer told Brooks they don't have a chance. But when the puck drops on February 22nd in Lake Placid, upstate New York, by the way, something different shows up. The U.S. is outmatched, outshot, and playing from behind for most of 20 minutes, but goalie Jim Craig keeps them alive. Buzz Schneider ties it with a shot no one expects, and then with literally 1 second left in the first period, Mark Johnson buries a rebound. The Soviets are stunned, and in a decision that will haunt him for the rest of his life, coach Viktor Tikhonov benches the greatest goalie on earth, which was Tikhonov.
Yeah,
But he was like, you let 2 shots in. That it never happens. You are on the bench now. And that lost them the game for sure.
yeah, and it's the greatest coaching error in Olympic hockey history.
I agree
I
with
mean, maybe
that.
he shouldn't have pulled the best goalie of all time. I mean, and then he had to like go home and commit seppuku. It was a big deal.
I don't think Sabuku.
Seppuku.
That's not Russia.
Oh, is that not Russia?
That's Russia. Yeah.
No.
No, that's when they drown themselves in a vat of vodka, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's just like a Tuesday in Russia.
Oh, yeah,
You
that's-
bury yourself under a bunch of potatoes, and then they start pouring vodka on the potatoes. So it's just like, it's the beginning and the end.
The beginning of the end. So
The
yeah,
circle
the
of
coach.
life.
The coach is the,
life. Oh no, my name is Sergey. Viktor Tokonov. Oh, what am I going to do?
Drown in vodka, dude. Worst ways to
don't-
go.
I do not think it's fair though that you just like the coaches get so much yet good. Herb got a lot of love, and I'm like, yeah, but these guys like played their hearts out. You know, like,
Yeah.
it's not just
Herb wasn't on the ice one damn time.
yeah.
I
don't
think
know.
everybody
always go
has
back and forth.
100% responsibility for the outcomes. That's how teams work.
Oh,
Nice, well played. Like
well
us,
played.
like this team.
Touche.
Yeah, like this team. Yeah, if you're willing to accept 100% of the credit for the win as a coach, you got to be ready for 100%
To
of
accept
the
the
blame
loss,
when you lose.
and
That's
we blame that guy.
These are leadership tips from Phools.
You're welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, so this goalie was like a legendary, but you know what? Jim Craig, that guy won this game.
Yeah,
Speaking
the
of
goalie of
responsibility.
USA. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. He's from
The-
Massachusetts. Hey, what's going
Massachusetts.
on?
That's how he talked. He was actually
on.
Matt Damon.
I can do a good Boston accent, but I have to say some bad words to get there.
Yeah. So Craig,
Come on.
do you know how scary it would be being the goalie for the Soviets? Because these guys are just like scary as hell, and they're shooting pucks at you as hard as they possibly can. That'd be terrifying.
And
Yeah,
they
and
got
Jim
blades on
stepped
their
up.
feet
Yeah, they got blades on their feet.
and
That
sticks
sounds
and they
made
hit
up.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he wore a Jason Voorhees mask just to freak him out.
Did he
Yeah.
really?
No, Jason Voorhees was wearing a hockey mask, but he really
Oh.
was in one of those masks, though.
But was he? Yeah,
Originally.
he was wearing one of the hockey masks.
Well,
Yeah.
originally he just had a bag over his head. Yeah, we really go through a lot of the game here.
Yeah, because the whole book is just the game. The book is the game, and
The
it's
book
cool.
is the game.
And it's cool, and I'm so proud of Jim Craig. I'm so proud of him. He stopped 36 of the 39 shots, like you said. And as a kid, he practiced signing autographs and left daily "I love you" notes. He's a sweet guy. He's sweet as candy, but he wasn't candy ass. And he saved America that day.
He did.
He made America great again.
Shut up,
did.
Mikhail.
No, really. Like, we were down bad. We weren't feeling
Sorry,
good.
that was me.
And then they made him great. This is
Yeah.
the time that they were referring
Okay,
to.
is this when they were referring? You know what? You actually might have a point.
I think
Yeah.
that when people say "Make America Great Again," they're either referring to some weird moment in the 50s that didn't exist, or like the moment, like the 80s, randomly, just random periods
Randomly
in
the
the 80s. When,
That's
like,
the only time. Or they're
the
white.
Coke was
so.
flowing, and they were white, and they won a thing, and it was just like sweet
He's like,
victory.
Sweet, sweet victory. So we're proud of Jim Hopper. He did so good. Who
Jim
else?
Craig.
Jim Craig.
Where the hell did I get Hopper
I
from?
don't know.
I've
been watching Stranger
I like
Things.
Stranger Things.
No, I
Yeah.
haven't watched Stranger Things.
Well, then you just did that on accident.
Yeah.
And then there was Vladimir Krutov. He was he was a Soviet forward. He was the youngest Soviet player. His name was the Tank. Evan is shaking his head.
I'm just thinking there's so many bullets, and you just were like, I'm going to do this bullet.
Of all the bullets, you chose this one.
Just picking random ones.
Yeah, I know.
What's the next bullet point, Mikhailin? Because it's just books. It's like it's the game and then facts about the guys. That's
and
what the book
30
is.
small biographies is what this book is. So
Yeah.
in the second period,
Oh,
the
you're going to
Americans come
that.
out.
That's what I was going to go to, but then I was like, no, there's all these other things. The bullet points work. I'm sorry, it's the book. It's not. We're trying a new scripting
Oh, yeah.
format. The bullet points are awesome. The book is just like
Evan did a good job. Wayne
I'll be the
Coffey-
last.
Just kidding.
it's a confusing fucking book, or like it's a weird structure for a book. That
I think
makes
it's
it
cool and I think it's creative. I just didn't care.
It would be cool for a movie. That's the thing. If I was watching a movie and it had this structure, I'd be like, this is interesting.
Yeah, if it's not a hockey game, but rather it's a tiger killing a guy, Kyle's all in.
Oh yeah,
That's
I'm learning a lot about myself for some reason.
Well,
Uh,
you're learning this. We knew this, but
I'm learning.
Well,
Yeah,
I want to be
yeah.
a sports guy so bad, but I am just
I like sports. Okay, the real thing is, I had already
Mhm.
read it, so I was like, whatever.
okay.
The
That's fair.
the the structure of it is just it's like a smart it's sometimes smart things like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this new kind of way to do this thing." It'll, like, blow people's minds, and it's like, it's cool, but there's a reason that, like, you have a beginning, a middle, end, and a climax because that's what's interesting. But, like, just finding out there's no flow to the information and, like, you're kinda just like every time somebody touches the puck and it's a chaotic game. Like, in baseball, if
Yeah,
you
Yeah.
did this, it would make sense because it's like,
but
"Alright, now up to bat."
hockey's
And
so
now
fast paced. It's one of the
yeah,
most
it's like
fast paced games played, and so it's kind of
it's weird. It's just like to take the momentum of a game like hockey and be like, "And the puck shoots over to Jim Craig. So he was born in northeastern Massachusetts in
yeah.
1975." Well, he was 6 years old when they played this game. But like it
The only 6-year-old.
the
on
first
the ice.
It's
the
like
first and
China, but
last
with
6-year-old.
China with gymnasts sending out like literal 11-year-olds and being like, no,
They're
no,
13
that they're
or they're
13.
18.
They're
But they're
18. I'm like,
18, we promise.
that's a child. I've seen children before. I know this.
I know what they
Like, no,
Hey,
look
it's
like.
not. No, it's not.
Chen Zhang, that kid's been 13 for 10 years. What are we doing?
That's not how time works, homie.
Yeah, well, just I mean, to use this because this was not in the book. This was independent research done by me very hastily. Tretiak, the legendary goalie, believed the real reason Tikhonov pulled him had nothing to do with the rebound. He thought Tikhonov was driven by ego and wanted to prove to the world that Soviet dominance came from his coaching system, not from Tretiak's goaltending. To this day, Tretiak maintains that that's why he was benched. All of the Russian players hate this guy, hate their coach.
Which is weird because Herb set out to make his players hate them, but then the
Hmm.
Russian coach, they all just actually hate him for real. Like they're like, he sucks, and everyone's like, Herb was terrible, but damn it, we respected the hell out of him. And that speaks a lot to Herb's character.
Yeah, also, it was their job. Like the Russians, they could do things differently because of communism, and they were like, your whole life is hockey. Um,
Yeah, you are hockey. You are the
So,
puck.
yeah, they felt, like, weird watching the Americans celebrate so hard because they were like, "Why?" It's just a job to them, and so, in interviews and
Just
stuff, they've
another,
talked about being
yeah.
jealous about, like, being able to celebrate a victory like that.
It's
But
like,
I mean,
well,
that is maybe that's one of the reasons they won.
yeah,
'Cause
because we can
USA.
celebrate, because USA, baby.
Well, just a little bit of passion. You
Yeah.
know, a little
Seriously.
bit of passion goes a long way.
Of course, they're not going to win. It's like they're clocking in at the factory. Like, who
The
cares?
hockey factory.
The hockey
Of course.
factory.
Yeah.
And these are just young little guys with so much pent up stuff that they just want to get on the ice and they love it and they love the ice.
Your
That's what,
Brooklyn guy is coming out again.
Why?
It's
That
like,
doesn't make
I
any
don't
effing
know.
sense.
It's because you don't like this
Cut
book or
all
what
that
you're
shit.
saying, so you're just saying it in this Brooklyn accent
Well,
to try to give yourself some gravitas.
Yeah. Because otherwise, literally the whole book is, and then the puck went here, and then the puck went here, and then Jim was born in a farm, and then the puck went here, and then Gary was born in a bigger farm upstate. So
They do drop a couple bombs because one of the guys shot a kid
I
while
don't remember
hunting on
that.
accident, and Jim
Let's talk about
Craig
that.
was in a fatal car crash
Mm,
where the other person died later on. Things happen, and then one guy, like, jacked up his back and got addicted to pills and then did this laser treatment and then was, like, back on his feet and played hockey again with the boys after the funeral, and then he was like, "Alright, I'm back, baby." So, there was some, like, human things happening
There's
in
some
this book,
ups.
but
you know?
it was all in the like the middle of the game. So anytime something human came up, which I personally was more interested in, we just went back to the game. And I guess that's what the book's about.
You were like,
So
"Oh, here we go."
here
Well,
we go.
getting
We're
back
gonna
to the
talk about
game.
Lake Placid again? Jeez.
In the second period, the Americans come out to find a different goalie in the Soviet net. Vladimir Mishkin has replaced Tretiak, and the Soviet players look shaken. But the Soviets are still the Soviets. They score
But
on
not
the power
stirred.
play. Not stirred, never to be stirred, only
Never.
shaken. You've been watching a lot of Bond movies recently, or
Yeah.
just
Yeah, they're
full
all on
on.
Netflix now.
so you're just
And
freebasing them?
well, because Tiffany doesn't like Pierce Brosnan Bonds, and I was like, "What's something I can watch when she won't want to watch when like I'm working or something?" So I watched all of those, and then I was like, "Well, I've never seen any of the old ones." So I saw Doctor No, the very first James Bond for the first time. And I was like, "God, Sean Connery, he's amazing. Yes, no wonder that this worked out so well. He's goddamn gorgeous. Look at this guy. Oh, he's amazing. Let's watch all of these." And so I was like, "I'm gonna watch the rest." And now I'm gonna
Yep.
watch the rest. Yeah.
And
Nice.
then that's why Shaken Not Stirred is right
Just
on the
top of your
top
head.
of
memory.
mind.
And they're
And
dealing a lot with the Cold War and the Soviets.
That's pretty cool. Evan,
there's a lot of crossover here, I think.
Yeah, there
let's
is.
just let Evan talk for a bit so we can get through this game.
You know what? I have
Because
to
what
pee.
you're saying with
So what I'm
Thailand is a
gonna
lot
do
more
is
interesting.
It
Yeah.
is. That's what I would prefer to talk about because that's how much this book is fine. It's a Wikipedia post. This is made for the podcast, and the podcast should be doing this. And I apologize, but it got a lot of me out. Do it. I'm gonna go pee. Get
You're
into
gonna
it,
pee.
and then I'll
Evan, give us a big old breakdown.
give us a rundown. I talk for a long time, and we won't bother you.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So, in chaotic systems, it's very difficult to predict what's coming next based on starting conditions. So, you can know the starting conditions out to like thousands of decimal places and still not be able to predict the future outcomes, meaning that chaotic systems can be both perfectly deterministic and fully unpredictable.
The shit does this have to do with hockey?
He just said talk for a long time. Did you want me
No,
to talk about the book?
the book.
God damn it. Okay. The Americans come out for the second period. We already said all this. They score on the power play, the Soviets, to retake the lead 3-2. And for the next 18 minutes, they pour shot after shot at Jim Craig, who turns away almost everything. It's like he's on Grindr, but he's straight, and he's just
He's straight.
swiping
Nope.
left,
Nope.
baby, every single time.
Jim Craig is the hero. Of
He's
this
the
book.
hero. This is the grinding. See? I think that's why that popped into my
Nice,
head.
okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I read it peripherally. Brutal middle of the game. Ken Morrow lays a thunderous hit to break a Soviet surge. Johnson kills penalties like a man possessed, and every American on the bench throws his body in front of whatever comes near the net. The horn sounds with the U.S. still trailing by one, but something has shifted. The Soviets are rattled, and the crowd can feel it.
Boy, what happens next?
Hockey has 3 periods, so
Yeah,
we're 2 down.
nice. That's great. Let's
Also,
keep going.
I use I use the word power play. Do you know what a power play is, Kyle?
No.
Let me tell you what a power play is. When you do a penalty in hockey, they bench you. You go to the penalty box, and
Yeah.
then your team has one less player, and that means the
power-
other team has a power play.
Okay.
So that happens. So then it's 5-on-4. If the goalie gets a penalty, they can't bench the goalie, so somebody has to serve his time. So at one point, Jim Craig did get a penalty, and they just kicked somebody else out into the penalty box. The Russians had more power plays.
So Jim Craig played the entire game. Like,
Yeah.
he was the goalie. Wow, what a feat.
Which is wild because everybody else, Herb Brooks was insistent, couldn't play longer than 35 seconds before they would have
That's
to
crazy.
get out
That's a
and take
lot
a
of
rest.
in and out.
They were constantly swapping.
And then Jim Craig's there the whole time. Wow.
Just sitting there squatting and catching pucks. We end it 2-3.
We're done with the second period, 2-3.
Yep, USSR is
Wow.
winning. Wow, indeed. Okay.
Wow.
Well, in the third period, let's just go right to it. 10 minutes
That'd be great.
stand between these kids and the impossible. Brooks keeps hammering short shifts, no line on the ice for more than 35 seconds, and the fresh American legs start to wear down the Soviet machine. Midway through the period, Mark Johnson ties it at 3. 90 seconds later, Mike Urizioni, a journeyman who almost didn't make the team, hops over the boards, takes a pass from Mark Pavelich, and fires a wrist shot off the wrong foot that squirts past Mishkin's arm. USA now leads 4-3. And this is a cool moment if you watch the game because the camera goes over to Herb Brooks and you can see like the tiniest little hint of a smile because he's like, for the first time, like, hey, we might do this. And then it goes away real fast because he's intense.
No, he was just thinking about plants.
He was just a shrub popped into his mind.
He's like, neat, cool. Okay.
Well, what follows is 10 minutes of pure white-knuckle survival. The Soviets press, the Americans block everything, and Tikhonov inexplicably doesn't pull his goalie from the net for an extra skater. So that when you're down in the third period, that's the move. Then it's 6-on-5. He doesn't do that. The horn sounds, the bench empties, and Herb Brooks walks off the ice alone, locks himself in a bathroom stall, and cries. The way that's written sounds like that was a bad outcome. He's crying from happiness because they just did the impossible.
Yeah. And I feel like I've never drank in my life, but I feel like if I was at this game, I would like party like crazy after because it just seemed like the coolest. I wish I could have been at this game. I bet it was just so intense and awesome. One of the best sporting events in the history of the world. Um, and so I get why there's many books about it. It just, I mean, I just want to go watch the game now. Maybe I will. I probably won't. But I'll think about it.
You sure will. Well, McKylan, you're back. How was it?
How was your pee-pee? Did you lock yourself in the bathroom and cry?
Yeah, I sobbed. I sobbed tears of joy over my victory, over my urethra.
Take that, Urethra Franklin.
Take that, urethra, Franklin.
Yikes! You're that's I'm gonna think
Yeah.
about that. Dang it!
Yeah. If you think of
wasn't in my
everything that you
head
do as
before.
a win or a loss, it's super healthy and nothing will ever go bad.
Yep.
Yeah, it's super cool that they won. It's very inspiring. It's a great story.
Thing, I love an underdog story so much. Why didn't I like this book more? Like it is inspiring and it's cool, and the context is really fascinating. I wish I don't know why. Maybe I don't know why I wasn't so on board with it. And I'm
So
sorry, Wayne.
it's also sometimes just you're not in the right spot for a book. I think
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah, that might have been it. Yeah.
If you like hockey or really
also I
like
don't give a shit
the
about hockey. That's my
USA,
thing.
or you're interested, if you've seen that game or you liked the movie and you're like, I want to know everything about this game, this book is for you. You will love
Absolutely.
this book.
I like hockey. I like the US of A. Um, not as much as I thought though, as far as hockey goes, because every time they did a
Couldn't.
play-by-play, I'm like, okay,
Cool.
cool.
Uh, we did win gold, by the way. This game didn't win the United States gold.
Which is
It was
crazy.
which is wild. This wasn't actually the gold winning game. So Herb Brooks actually like ripped into the team the next morning because they'd all been partying, and they were like, he was like, we got to win one more game. So they had to beat Finland to get gold, which they did. And
It's so funny that like I don't know. It's the most impactful game of the decade, maybe even more.
yeah,
And but like
And it's not that big a
but
deal.
but they didn't win the gold. Yeah, like it wasn't
And
for the final.
it's like technically speaking, there's a more important game right
Yeah,
afterwards.
like
But
the
it's
Well,
next day.
yeah, it's like a short tournament. You get 2 points in the tournament for a win and 1 point for a tie. So there was a certain type of outcome. Like it was like if the US lost to the Finns and then the Russians beat I can't remember what other team. There was like 6 teams at this point. But it was like it could work out so that we could still win this game and then not medal.
yeah, yeah,
Like that could have happened.
which would have been awesome. I think
Hilarious.
it's like the ending of Cars, where it's just like you got sometimes it's the little wins.
Yeah.
Winning's not everything. You think we'd still talk about it the same if we didn't then beat the Finns and win gold? Probably not.
Yeah,
I think we
probably.
would just
Yeah.
because of
Really?
the historical context
Because
and
we hate Russia.
yeah.
we
Not
hate
us.
it.
America
Not us
hates
personally.
Russia.
America, especially at
the
that time,
time.
we were
Yeah.
scared of Russia.
They were
'Cause
scary.
They had
They
nuclear
reinvented
weapons.
hockey.
Yeah.
And nukes.
And
Yeah,
boxers.
Those 2 things.
Yeah, they got rid of the pump and dump, and they also they split the atom. It's 2 nightmare things.
What are
Yeah,
we-
2 bad things. Which one is worse? We'll let you, the listener,
We'll let you
decide.
decide.
Pump and dump is actually a type of nuclear reactor where they pump the core full of plutonium ions and then they dump it on a country they don't like. Yeah.
The Ukraine, which is not a country to them, I guess.
I guess. I mean,
How do you just be like, no, you're not a country, and the rest of the world's like, yes, it is.
apparently
I think we
you
should
can
get into it.
I guess you just can do that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like what I'm learning.
ask the Chinese about Taiwan. See how that goes.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yes, it is China. It absolutely is like everyone
they're
else
like-
says it is.
They're like, hey, John Cena, you better apologize. We're going to kill you. He's like, okay.
He's like,
Okay,
I'm gonna
okay,
learn
okay.
Chinese. Don't you worry. Yeah. So it's perfectly clear to us that you can't do that, but it seems that world leaders be doing it all the time.
They be doing it. It
You
be
know?
happening. Even our
So-
world leader, he's like, Greenland's
Greenland.
not really a country. It's our thing. It's like, no, it's not. That's not how things work. Go shit your pants.
Did he? I heard that happened.
Yeah, he absolutely
heard
just
that,
he shit his pants, and then he called the conference over. He's like, "Okay, everyone, get out."
I mean,
It's
who
like-
hasn't? You know? Especially an 80-year-old man that has a job that he shouldn't have due to age and the amount of stress that it does to you.
You know
Obama
what?
was 40 and he came out looking 60. This dude
Seriously.
went in 90 and came out looking like a bag of dead human.
Yeah.
You know, I think we're focusing on the wrong things because the Dow
my
right now.
Is the Dow still good? I don't think it is anymore.
The Dow's good. Did we touch those kids? Who knows? Dow, out of control.
Yeah.
I've never been more angry in my entire life.
But remember, we won. We beat the fucking Russians in the 80s.
Do you remember?
Those bitch ass Russians.
But remember Rocky on Ice?
Remember when
The
it was
miracle?
good? Remember when we were happy? Remember
Remember
Indiana
we were
Jones?
happy.
You remember?
The 80s were, you know what? I'm nostalgic for the 80s, and I didn't even exist then. So,
Well, how many thumbs? Also, I never explained how this scale works. I just
Yeah, you
invented it. You can give 2 thumbs down to 2 thumbs up. 0 thumbs is an option. Because the problem with a 1 to 10 scale is you're like, I mean, 1 is still better than 0. So we can go, neutral about it. 0 thumbs. Best book ever. 2 thumbs. Really, really bad. 2 thumbs down.
Big old
What?
0 thumbs for me. I
Okay.
just don't give a shit.
it gets a
If you
thumb.
can't tell.
You're
You
going to
can't
get
tell.
1 thumb.
One
Kyle?
thumb, wet and right in the ear. Wet Willy with your thumb.
Thumb wet willy seems so aggressive. Because
Yeah,
I feel like you have to
that's-
grip the head.
It is.
Like you
You're
grip
like
the back of the
gouging out
head,
the
you're like,
eye with your. It's very violent.
Yeah, it's a brutal wet willy,
It's a
dude. That is
brutal
a
wet-
savage wet willy.
And you get both hands. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. The pain, the noise, the sound of that. Can you imagine?
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Like
Ugh.
clenching.
I don't want that.
I give it a thumb.
I'd give it a thumb too. I think so. 2 thumbs out of a
In
possible
total.
6. Incredible. Well,
Another book in the book, I guess.
another book in the books. Thank you to Wayne Coffey. I think
Max,
if Wayne,
Max been on his phone for the past 20 minutes.
I'm looking at the script.
Okay, sorry. I wouldn't be mad.
I've been
That's
like
just-
I've been like ripping through this. Just like
Max playing Fortnite right now.
I have been very. It's just every time I'm trying to like have a point or a thought or a care, I'm just like, who fucking cares? They won.
They won. They played the game. They won the game. Book over.
It is really cool. The coach is really good. There's a movie about it that you should watch. This book is fine.
Also, how many? So Kurt Russell is a big hockey guy because his son Wyatt, who's now an actor and a good actor in my opinion, he was a hockey guy before he became a star. And then there was that kid Dominic something who was in The Holdovers,
Toretto.
which is an awesome movie. He was like a hockey player before too. How many hockey player turned actors are we going to have? I don't mind it. It's
least
just
2.
interesting. At least 2.
the whole team in Miracle were hockey players because they thought it would be easier to teach hockey players how to act than actors how to play hockey.
Well, the classic Armageddon conundrum.
Is that what they do in Armageddon?
Oh yeah,
Is
they're
it
like,
easier to
they
teach
get the
a bunch of
miners.
astronauts how to mine than a bunch of miners how to astronaut? And Michael Bay Ben Affleck asked that, and Michael Bay was like, "Shut the fuck up." Which I love Ben Affleck, and that is a valid concern. But I'm also like, Michael Bay's right. Shut up. This movie's awesome. Shut
Don't
up.
ask.
I was gonna say I've heard that the Ben Affleck DVD commentary for Armageddon is like
That's what I'm-
legendary. It's
that's
like the
what I'm
gold
referencing.
standard
Yeah.
of
Really?
DVD commentary.
Comedy gold. After you watched this with no sound on YouTube, the Miracle Game, because this podcast didn't help you really understand anything nuanced or interesting.
We're sorry.
Sorry, it's mostly my fault. I'll take the blame.
It's quite a bit of mine
You're
too,
following
if we're
the
being
sword.
honest.
Yeah,
Just
honestly,
gonna
me and
Evan only
Kyle-
gave it a thumb too.
Me and Kyle are seppukuing each other.
Yeah, we've been seppukuing each other. It sounds sexual. It's not. It's a little sexual.
We seppukued off each other.
She went to Japan, seppukued each other off, and had a great time.
And we had a great time. We're not coming home. We can't.
Hey, yeah.
One-way trip, baby.
To understand the game of hockey, just watch Heated Rivalry. Like, just check that out. It's probably a lot more accurate.
Yeah,
To
give
be
that a
fair,
look.
I paid more attention to one episode of Heated Rivalry than I did to this book. It's
There's
a
some-
fascinating story. Watch them, like, honestly, just watch the Miracle movie or watch the documentary that's on Netflix. Those
Yeah,
two
or-
things are like, this book is just not anything other than I think it's like once I've been exposed to the story, I'm like, I don't care. And
We're
it's
gonna yeah,
and like
we're
it's
gonna
not Wayne's fault. Whatever one hits you first is great. But like
yeah,
That's what I'm saying is this book is not a bad book. It just has
it's
a
a good
specific
book.
audience and
And
you just either got to love hockey or love that game or just really want to know more about it, you know? And I
yeah.
feel that way about some things. There's some things that I'm like I want to get closer to a significant moment, like, I wanna understand it more deeply. Beethoven's Fifth, for example, I'm like, I would love to
yeah,
know more about, how did that happen?
Yeah.
I so, if Wayne Coffey were to write a The Boys of the Symphony about, Beethoven's Fifth, I'm all in. It just
that'd be
wasn't for
cool.
us, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
for us. We're
I
gonna have
just
all
yeah.
those what do they call hockey guys? Gooners or
Gooners.
Gooners are
Yeah.
a
yeah.
different thing.
That's a
No, I swear it's
But they're
Gooner.
also hockey. You're correct. You're not
Wait, for
wrong.
reals?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
call
there's a thing
hockey
called a
fans
goo
Gooners.
there's well, it's a bunch of different
Look it
sports
up.
they have called gooners.
Look up guys gooning.
Because I think gooners are also
Guys
a
gooning, you want me to
Yeah,
type
look
that into
look
Google
that
Google?
up.
guys gooning, and that don't type in guys gooning. Well, no, there is a thing
No,
where
there's
like
a
you're a goo. They have a goon on the team. There's that whole Sean William Scott movie about
yeah,
it.
exactly.
We
We watch
watched
it in your
that.
basement.
Yeah,
A player whose primary role is to fight, intimidate opponents, and protect teammates, often with limited offensive skill.
Yeah, we're
yeah.
gonna have the Gooners coming after us, which is the last thing we need right now.
By
I
the
mean,
way,
they're not.
specifically,
Yeah,
that is the goon. Uh,
that's a goon.
Gooner, I
It's not a
still
Gooner.
think means one thing.
But a gooner is also a thing in soccer, where like the
Yeah,
fans
that's
of like a
true.
certain team are gooners.
What? No,
So
I don't
Yeah,
believe this.
yes, it
that is
is.
Continue your Google.
Soccer fans, gooners.
Soccer gooning for soccer.
Gooners is the popular nickname for fans and supporters of the English Premier League team Arsenal Football Club. The term originates as a variation of the club's nickname, the Gunners, and has been used for decades to describe fans, coaches, and players. Well, that's a bummer for them because there's a new Gooner in town.
A bunch of losers who just like to not come have just ruined two things.
They took that
Ugh.
away from them.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Gooners of all kinds. I don't like that. The pump and dump,
Love-
perhaps.
This is
This
brought to
this
you by
episode
the
brought to
pump
you
and
by the
dump.
pump and dump.
It is when you pump your legs and take a dump in a lake. I don't care what you say. It's a
Follow
real
us.
thing.
That's a puck huck.
If you still feel like supporting us, you can after
We
this
don't blame you
episode
if you
by
don't.
following us on Spotify, Apple, Audible, wherever you get the podcast. And feel free to send us a request for a book. Bibliofools@gmail.com is the email address. Parting advice from me, I would say, should you feel so inclined to want to give your life some purpose and direction, and you don't mind being cold or fighting occasionally, and you're kind of quick on your feet, and you should play hockey and probably study this game. That's my parting advice to a very specific group of people that would enjoy this book.
because this is the end of our Olympic series. I think that it was two good books. I enjoyed it. I don't. Do you guys feel different after this? What are your thoughts on this post series? Let's get some post series thoughts. I'll move.
I
on
wish
from
we
the
didn't do
episode.
it.
You wish we didn't do it.
No, just kidding. I
That's okay if you
really
do.
li-
I get-
I
I
really
feel that
liked
too.
I really liked Foxcatcher was okay. This was whatever. I just feel like this isn't my series and this isn't my genre, and that's okay. I'm glad I expanded my palette.
You know what I found
Yeah.
through this series? I got in touch with my inner athlete, and he's, been neglected heinously for decades, but it's like it's modern war is what it is. You like go to war and that's cool. So yeah, I think it awakened. It's reminded me of a little spark of an athlete playing flag football out there as the center, the smallest center in football history. I think I was. So yeah, that's my analysis.
I was the other center, and I was fat at the time, probably.
You had the
Actually,
center build of the
I
two
had
of
the
us.
center build. Thank you. Brought to you by prednisone, the steroid that made me really fat that year, that I stayed on for way too long.
Thank God for prednisone. I just had to do prednisone for my lungs.
It works really well.
I haven't.
But if
been
you
as
stay
busy.
on it way too long, you become a crazy person.
Oh.
Hey, well, or you stay crazy. Stay crazy, but I liked it. I liked the getting into competition and looking at competition. I feel like it's like bad to be competitive in like our heads, It's like, oh, don't be competitive, but I feel like I still do it. but I'm glad it was only 2 books. I'm done with it.
You're
I'm
done.
ready to move on.
Yeah.
Let's go talk about robots or something.
Yeah, robots.
Oh yeah,
Well,
we
if you
gotta
wanna
announce
read
our next
along,
one.
If you want to
Yeah.
read along, baby, next week we're doing iRobot. We're getting some Isaac Asimov going, and
We just
one of
can't
us,
stay away
one
from
of
Russians.
the 3, is delighted about this. At
Yeah.
least one of us is
One of
delighted.
the 3
Well,
needs to go
because-
change his pants.
Yes, he does. Because our next series is gonna be
AI.
AI. We'll see you next week.